seconds. 10. 5 seconds. Opening graph.
From 1897 to 2022, San Diego State is celebrating 125 years this week. Good afternoon and welcome to the Daily Aztec Live. I'm Catlan Nguyen.
And I'm Alex Lai. Thanks for joining us today. This week marks a historic milestone for the campus we walk around every day. SDSU is the oldest university in San Diego and the largest in the California State University. Provost Hector Ochoa says the university will celebrate this milestone for 600 days, honoring the excellence SDSU has achieved in 125 years.
SDSU kicked off a big week of celebrations on Monday. Here's our social media coordinator, Sarah Rott, with more from the festivities.
Hey Aztecs, I'm Sarah Rott. The Daily Aztec is covering SDSU's 125th birthday. They're about to put on a big birthday celebration and we're here for the ride.
SDSU gathered for the unveiling of new changes to the SDSU brand, including a new slogan and the color teal to the scarlet and black. President Adela de la Torre spoke highly about how San Diego State has impacted the community.
You know, our students are going to transform the world and they are going to transform tomorrow. And I think all of that epitomizes who we are in this community.
The anniversary celebration included a walk through the decades at Montezuma Hall, free t-shirts, cookies, and plenty of photo ops.
We envisioned having different displays for each decade, and then each group kept bringing a little more to the table. Somebody came up with the idea, hey, well, let's have student actors there acting out things. And other people said, hey, how about we get the student costume designers involved? And other people said, hey, how about audio and video? How about QR codes?
For some alum returning to the university, walking through the decades was emotional.
Exhibit that I saw today that shows San Diego State through the years, it actually brought tears to my eyes because it just is so meaningful to see where we've come from, where we were when I went to school here, and where we're going in the future. And that's what has made the exhibit so special.
The event was a celebration of the life of SDSU and all the university has touched. President Ashley Tejada was proud of how the event turned out.
An amazing point of these events is it really brings everyone together, regardless of your background, your interests. When you came to SDSU, with your faculty, staff, administration, events like these really just remind us why it's so important that we stay together as one SDSU community.
From going through the decades to amazing speeches, that's how SDSU celebrated their 125th birthday. From the Daily Aztec, I'm Sarah Rott.
It's election season for Associated students again, and majority of roles have only one candidate running unopposed, including the AS president. Vice President of External, Shockey Moore, is running for the top spot of AS president. He's running without an opponent and is sure to become the leader of the largest student body in the CSU. The Daily Aztec will be hosting the Q&A sessions for the candidates running for Vice President of University Affairs tomorrow in the Union at noon. Be sure to come and ask any questions you have for the candidates. Voting for the elections opens March 21st and closes March 24th at 7 p.m. Results will be posted by 9 p.m. on the last day of voting.
SDSU recently accepted a donation that would gift over 50,000 jazz, blues, reggae, and gospel albums, but not without any complications. The John Coltrane Memorial Music Archives were donated to the Love Library, but agreements have stalled. The owners of the collection, Bram and Sandra Dykstra, gifted the archives in June of 2020. SDSU is now withdrawing from the agreement unless the Dykstras can also pay to house the collection, in addition to their donation. The issue was taken up in the University Senate. It was decided that the university will continue to work with diversity committees, especially when dealing with culturally significant donations.
Russian troops are still bombarding the Ukraine capital Kiev as the city ends a 35-hour curfew. In the last week, journalists from the New York Times and Fox News have been killed, including a 24-year-old woman. Lawmakers here back home are calling on the White House to do more. President Zelensky of Ukraine has begged for NATO to enforce a no-fly zone. But as of now, there are no plans for the White House to support enforcing a no-fly zone in Ukraine.
SDSU Arts Alive has a new director. Arzu Özkol has been named to lead the arts program beginning this summer. Özkol is originally from Ankara, Turkey, and she says she's been designing since she was 13. Özkol is an internationally known graphic designer who joined the Arts Alive program in 2014. She says her research focuses on artwork that solves people's problems or communicates their ideas. Before she officially begins this summer, she says she'll speak to the students in the program to develop a plan for the future.
St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and there are tons of events in San Diego for you to check out if you're feeling lucky. Tomorrow, the local and Pacific Beach will have food and drink specials with performances featuring DJ Headrock. For those wanting to keep their plans more low-key, sign up for the St. Patty's Day Collab and Create Paint Night tomorrow at 1835 Creative Studios. And of course, you can stop by the Student Union tomorrow night for all of their St. Patty's festivities. Associated Students is throwing Shamrockin' at State with games and prizes. And Aztec Nights is throwing a special food truck night. They'll have all of your favorite foods, pizza, nachos, and even churros. Those are definitely my favorite. I'm looking forward to the churros.
I've been craving pizza.
Luckily, there will be tons of free food. That will be happening on Campanile Walkway tomorrow night from 9 to 1 a.m. Have fun this St. Patrick's Day and make sure to stay safe, Aztecs.
Our Rapida org showed all of their creative outlets and sold cute knickknacks like crochet products, Y2K-styled accessories, recycled vases, and more. Here's reporter Gabriel Schneider with more from the market.
Hey Aztecs, I'm Gabriel Schneider and I'm at the SDSU Student Union, where Rapida Center is hosting a Maker's Mart featuring student organizations and live music.
The Asian Pacific Islander Desi American Resource Center provided a space for student vendors to sell their creations and for musicians to show off their skills.
You know, I wanted an opportunity for our makers and our music makers as well, original music makers, to have an opportunity to celebrate the things that they do with, you know, their hands, their hearts, and their minds.
People trickled into the market throughout the day to buy items and listen to the performers.
You know what? I was walking by and I saw some super cool art and saw some people just inspired, and I just wanted to check out what was going on.
This was an opportunity for students to raise money. Students fundraised for their student orgs and put some money in their own pockets. They got a chance to promote themselves, which can be difficult at other farmer and flea markets.
I think it's a huge honor to be able to go to a school that supports people that actually make things. It's really hard to find spots at different farmers markets and flea markets.
And for the Daily Aztec, I'm Gabriel Schneider.
Like really CSU with a scam.
Welcome back to another great big week of sports here at SDSU. I'm Daniela Ramirez. You have to respect the men's basketball team after their performance last weekend in Vegas for the Mountain West Conference Tournament. The Aztecs made it to the final round against Boise State, but unfortunately, the team couldn't pull off the win.
The final score was 53-52, but ended up second in the conference. Basketball season is not over yet. Announced Sunday, men's basketball will be heading to Texas for March Madness. The Aztecs will be up against number 9 seed Creighton University in the first elimination round. NCAA schools such as Texas Tech and Arizona State are coming to Viejas Arena March 18th and 20th for March Madness. You can buy tickets now at ncaatickets.com. The Daily Aztecs spend the weekend in Vegas for every moment of the incredible tournament. Here's a sneak peek behind the scenes of what it's like on the court covering the Mountain West Conference tournaments.
We made it! How do you feel, Danny?
I'm excited.
We're over here having to do all these films. Jason and Mark over here. And we're super excited. We're finally here. Thomas and Mack Center. Okay guys, so day 1 is finished at the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we had a great game, we won. So we're gonna be back here tomorrow at 9 p.m. to play Colorado State. So how do you guys feel about coming? Like, this is so exciting. How do you guys feel?
It was pretty cool. I feel cold.
It is super cold.
I feel very cold.
I've never been this cold.
Good win, very good win overall. 3 players reached triple digits thanks to some timely free throws at the very end. So, I mean, that's really all that matters, right? San Diego State pulls out a win. They're playing tomorrow against Colorado State. Should be a good match. So.
Back at the Thomas and Mack Center where we're gonna be. So what do you guys think? We gonna win or what? Tell me why we can feel that.
Championship game. This afternoon, the San Diego State Aztecs take on Boise State Broncos.
It was truly a memorable weekend. You can watch the full vlog this weekend here on YouTube. The Aztec women's lacrosse team put up an impressive performance against number 10 Princeton Tigers. Here's Adam Carrera reporting from the Aztec lacrosse field.
Hello Aztecs, I'm at the Aztec lacrosse field where the women's lacrosse team is playing their home opener against the number 10 ranked Princeton Tigers. It took about 5 seconds for junior Catlan Young to start the scoring for the Aztecs. Senior Diana Balsama, the leading scorer on the team, had 3 goals in the first half. Princeton freshman Nina Montez scored 4 goals in the first half, and senior Kyla Sears had 3 goals in the first half. It was a back and forth play, and the Aztecs kept it close in the first 2 quarters, being down 14-11. Head coach Kylie White says she liked what she saw in the first half playing against the undefeated Tigers.
I think it just showed what we're capable of, and now we have to play 60 minutes of that.
Balsama scored her 4th goal of the game to start the second half, but then the Tigers went on a 7-0 run and blew the game wide open. The Tigers didn't let the Aztecs get much closer as their offense was very quick and their defense put a lot of pressure on the Scarlet and Black. White says it was tough to see her team not carry the momentum to the second half.
Princeton's an amazing team. They're gritty, they're disciplined, and I think that's something that they played a full 60 and we played 30.
Balsama ended the game with 8 goals and junior Camden O'Donnell with 4 goals in a 27-18 loss. Junior goalie Sam Haran had a school record of 21 saves in the game despite letting in 27 goals. Haran says she would have liked to have gotten the record in a different game with a better team performance.
I mean, school record doesn't really matter to me. I would like to win
we can beat a top 10 team. We proved that in the first half, but we just got to, again, be more disciplined and finish strong.
White says they proved that they can hang with highly ranked teams, but they need to be more disciplined and connected for their next game. And for the Daily Aztec, I'm Adam Correa.
Thanks to the San Diego Humane Society, 15 raccoons, possums, squirrels, and skunks are back home in the wild.
The Humane Society's Project Wildlife team rescued the small animals and nursed them back to health. The Project Wildlife team is still treating an adult female possum that's been having a hard time since being rescued. The Humane Society gives over 13,000 small animals a second chance each year. They say it's always their goal to get rescued animals back into the wild fast and safely.
That's so cute. And there's nothing better than seeing those little ones go back into nature. Well, that's all for us here in the studio today. We'll be taking a break from midterms and we'll be back here live on April 6th.
And don't forget to pick up our print issue out now at kiosks across campus. Good luck on midterms and we'll see you after the break. Mundo Azteca Live is next. Thanks for watching.